the severe weather. So notice what we have on tap. So notice all of those communities that have been just completely, ravaged, just destroyed. And it's so heartbreaking to see that they are under that threat, that significant level 4 threat. So this is level 4 out of a scale of 5, right over top of places like Quincy, Illinois, Fairfield. And so then you can see that threat. It extends from, the mid to Michigan all the way down to Texas. This is a large area where we could see strong, severe storms, but certainly that area and kind of the mid to upper Mississippi Valley, that's the area that we have to watch the most closely for the strongest storms to occur. So we've got a very favorable environment in place. As this area of low pressure, it emerges into the plains. And then at that point will strengthen and intensify very rapidly. We'll watch as some supercells will develop kind of out ahead of this line first. And those are the ones that have the greatest potential to produce tornadoes. And then we'll watch as it will congeal more into a line later on in the day, Tuesday into the overnight hours on Wednesday. So by the time you kind of are waking up Wednesday morning, that's when we'll be dealing with some very strong gusty winds, frequent lightning, and also some isolated instances of flash flooding. All of those severe weather ingredients, they are coming together precisely to provide us a severe weather outbreak. And that's because you can see within that warm sector, we call it the warm side, the stormy side, and this situation no different, lots and lots of wind shear. So at the surface, those winds are originating pretty much out of the due south. So southeast, but then they start to turn southwesterly aloft, meaning we've got that turning, that rotation. Any of these thunderstorms that are able to sufficiently develop, they could produce tornadoes, and that is a big cause for concern, especially over some of those communities like we were just showing you the horrific images of all of that damage. That tornado potential, it will continue to kind of ramp up as we head later in the day on Tuesday and then on into Wednesday as well. And so unfortunately, in some locations in the Midwest, Jason, this could very easily end up being a nocturnal event as well.
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.